yeah, so here's kind of a 500 round follow-up video of my Juggernaut AR-15 build. I posted a video last week sometime, kind of a summary of our day shooting. So when I first built this thing, I put 100 rounds through it, and then last week I put 400 rounds through it without cleaning it whatsoever, without doing anything to it. And we were shooting Winchester, some Federal American Eagle, and some kind of varmint loads or whatever, Tula and Silver Bear. So we had a pretty decent variety of ammo that we were shooting through this. Ran flawlessly, with the exception of we tried some reloads, which were not mine. They were given them to me by my father-in-law. And those were just a bit out of spec or something, because those wouldn't even like feed into the gun. They wouldn't go into the magazine, some of them. So those were the only problem we had with those, with the exception of one round through, it was American Eagle 223, and I don't know, I think it was just a kind of a hard primer on it, because you can see where the firing pin struck the primer. It dented it in pretty decently and stuff, but that's the only problem. Along with that round, because I specifically remember looking at that round, because it was the very top of the magazine, and I just clicked the magazine in, and then I went to rack it, and that round, for whatever reason, had a hard time chambering. So I re-racked it again, hit the bolt release, and ended up getting the round into the chamber. So that's when I went ahead and shot it, and that round did not go off. So whatever reason, I think that was probably ammo related, just to have the feeding issue along with the hard stuck primer or whatever. But other than that, we're 500 rounds through it, 100%. And the one thing that we did have would have been ammo related. So, things that I do this for you guys real quick. Empty mag. So, I was running the Lancer Hybrid steel feedlet magazine, so really high quality magazines, and we were doing a few different ones of them as well. Same magazines, but different magazines. That thing. Anyway, so they were seeming to run flawlessly, again with the exception of that one bullet. And so yeah, I love this stock. Just the way it just kind of rolls up really nicely. I like how small it is. It's easy just to kind of twist and give you that cant if you need it. Love the stock. I did have to put a piece of tape on the buffer tube and then slide the stock over it, and now there's no wiggle in it whatsoever. Something else I did. Okay, you see this little white thing? What that is doing the same thing as an ACU wedge or ACU wedge, however you pronounce it. But basically, I popped the receivers apart, stuck a paintball O-ring over the front bolt, clicked it in, and takes the wiggle right out of it. So that was really cheap fix, didn't have to wait for something to get here. So those are really the only modifications I've done to it. I like the placement of the flashlight really well, because my thumb just naturally fits. It's right there perfectly, and I can just press that, no problem. And then if I need to switch modes, right here. So that's a really nice placement of the flashlight. Kind of a view looking through. So this isn't really a review just of this particular optic, but just some things that I might change or whatever. Is I'm still really considering switching out the optic for a Vortex Strike Eagle, I believe, a 1:6 power scope. I want something with ×1 magnification for the close quarter stuff. But I'm also would like to be able to shoot out at distance. I think that's fun. I like doing that, but I'm just kind of contemplating if a 1:6 power scope would actually be a viable option for home defense as well. So I don't know, because I also might take this hunting or something. I've been kind of looking into getting into hunting, so we'll see. Something that I'm going to add though is I can barely reach that mag because this is a really chunky Scorpion X2 grip. Feels amazing, but I mean I can reach the mag release, but it's a stretch. So I'm going to get an extended mag lever just so it's really easy to hit. Bolt carrier group did perfectly fine, had no problems. The ejection pattern of this gun was amazing. It was spitting them out into about a circle about this big, consistently with all different kind of ammos. And so it made picking up the brass and steel, whatever, really nice, just because it piled up right where it should. So that was a nice benefit, just because I've also shot guns that shoot them spreading apart upwards of 10 feet, which is really stupid when it comes to picking up your brass. So bolt worked great, everything worked flawlessly, because I'm going to blame that one thing on that one bullet. And 500 rounds, 400 rounds consistently without cleaning anything, flawlessly worked very well. I am using, what I'm using is some of this moly lithium grease. I'm no pro at this, I'll be the first to say it. I don't know the best stuff, and I'm not going to pay a ton of extra money just for a name brand. This stuff seems to be working fine, and I got it for like $3 at Walmart in the auto section. So, I mean, if it's going to be damaging to my gun or something, sure, chime in, let me know. But it seems to be working, 500 rounds through so far, and I'm extremely excited to get out and do it again. I would like to get some night shooting in. I've yet to actually use the flashlight on here. I carry the same flashlight. It's a Nightcore P12 GT. It's the same one. I liked it so much. I started carrying it because I liked it so much. I added it on here as well. So, irons working great. Optic is fine. Although I'll say I shot out to 100 yards and we were shooting at an 8-inch plate, so probably something like that. And at 100 yards, even if you're not looking through anything, if you're just looking at the plate, it's pretty hard to see. I was actually surprised. I've got good vision, and we were having a hard time seeing it. And especially whenever you got that red dot up there, or the irons, because we were sighting in both. Whenever you got one or the other up there, that plate got that much harder to see. So I don't know if that's pretty standard or whatnot, but that's kind of one of the reasons why I'm looking into getting a magnified option. 1:6 power seems to be pretty nice, but anyway, I'll keep you guys posted, and if you guys like the gun videos or something, let me know so I know to keep doing them. If not, then I might stop. We'll see. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys.